One ticket, please. Thank you. Wow, it feels really good to say that again.
The news of ArcLight Cinemas and Pacific Theaters closing for good cut deep for many.
Regal Cinemas announcing it would suspend operations nationwide.
The New Art and every other Los Angeles theater has been closed since mid-March.
2021 is the year we went back to the box office.
They all die fighting Spider-Man.
I'm gonna take you on a wild ride highlighting the biggest,
Hello, Peter.
the best, and the blockbusters that got Hollywood back in action. It was the middle of March of 2020 when cinemas around the city went silent. Date nights, family matinees, and solo screenings came to a stop. Who would have thought it would take more than a year for us to smell fresh movie theater popcorn again? And all it took was a silent killer to bring us back right before Memorial Day.
There are people out there.
After more than a year of waiting, moviegoers were excited to buy tickets to see Part 2, which was exclusively released to see on the big screen. A Quiet Place Part 2 stars Emily Blunt and was directed by husband John Krasinski, and it made a loud $57 million during its Memorial Day debut, sending a clear message to Hollywood.
Paw Patrol, what's your emergency?
Or should I say, Howlywood? 2021 was a dog-eat-dog kind of year at the movies, with films like Paw Patrol the movie. Paramount created a full-length animated feature based on the hit television series of the same name. Families all over were reminded that Chase is on the case, from the City of Angels to the City of Adventure.
My character is very brave and is a real hero, and I'm not either. No, I think I try to always help people in need, and I try to always be kind, and I think Chase really does that.
I got this. Get out of the way! Move! You gotta know how to talk to people.
Paw Patrol was very familiar to my head, especially with my little sister watching it all the time.
I am woman. Hear me roar.
From one group of furry friends to another, and a fashionable leading lady too, this year gave us a trip across the pond without getting on a plane. A film we waited patiently for, highlighting one of Disney's most iconic villains, Cruella Deville. Forget Cruel Summer, it's a Cruella Summer.
Oh, stop dabbing, Paul.
Paul, it's contagious. I'm sorry, it's contagious. But you know, she's not so cruel after all. I really love that we get to dive into her backstory. So what was the most fascinating thing that you found out about Cruella making this film, her origin story?
I mean, I loved that Cruella is her nature. Like that this really is who she was born to be instead of who she became through circumstances. You know, there are a lot of really tough circumstances that she does go through and ways that she reacts to them. When you're bad, this is a story of someone who was born bad.
You know what else we discovered, Paul and Emma? That you guys nailed that British accent.
Oh, didn't know you knew how to drive.
Oh, I don't.
There's a car!
But we didn't just talk to the stars of the film. We talked to some of the toughest critics in town. No, not Leonard Maltin. Little movie Maltins. We've got Jaden, Mylin, Holly, Ray, Lucas, Andrea, Gus, and Alistair.
I'm Cruella.
Raise your hand if you liked Cruella. Okay, all right. Alistair, tell me what your thoughts were about Cruella.
The one thing I liked was kind of like the premise, where it takes like a character that's like a classic character and explores them more than you do in like the original movie they're in.
I thought it was really good. I really liked the story. It all flowed really well.
Acting was amazing. I actually really liked the Baroness. I thought she was actually pretty funny as a villain.
The villain's dogs weren't real. I don't know.
The villain's dogs are probably CG.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness! Look at you dropping those terms.
Wait a sec there. Are you the kids that watched my movie?
Yes.
Did you watch Cruella? Well, here's hoping there's a plan C.
Why, what's plan C?
What I'm saying is there a plan C?
Did you enjoy doing lines with the dog?
That was fun, yeah. It was cool being around dogs the whole time because dogs just make everything better. It's like pizza.
Before we go, we have to give the Critic Kids scoring rating out of 10
Say whatever number you feel. It's fine.
Pretty solid 8 out of 10 in my opinion.
I'll give it a 9. I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10 because I really like the music.
Definitely a 9.5. It's really unique.
9.5 out of 10. Probably an 8.5.
Lucas?
I think it's a 10 out of 10. I like the narrating.
Last but not least, Alistair, what do we give Cruella?
I feel really bad because everyone had it like really high. 6, 7 out of 10.
Alistair sticking us with the 6.5. Unbelievable. Alistair, I thought we were homies. I thought we were buddies.
Wow, those critic hits are tough. And I'm glad Alistair's not rating this special.
Well, actually, Amanda, I'd say it's like an 8.5 out of like 10, but it's early and you know, I'm gonna go that way. So.
Oh, okay. Thank you. How'd you even get here? Anyway, coming up, speaking of tough, Vin Diesel, The Rock, and Shang-Chi this summer brought the heat and the big bucks. We take you back to the box office after the break. Oh, can I get extra ice, please? Still cooling off from that summer box office we had. Let's just say it was a win-win situation. Thank you.
You're a Toretto.
I'm a Toretto now.
You've got fast written all over you.
Well, fashion your seatbelts.
That's right.
Because this is the 9th installment.
Yeah! It's good to be back.
How is F9 different than the rest of the films? Vin explains the past and the furious.
Doing what you just said, which was going to a time that predates the first movie.
That's right.
And as Dom is a father now,
yeah,
he, of course, is reflecting on his own father.
That's right.
And while reflecting on his own father, uncovers a broken brotherhood of the past.
The F stands for full circle here.
Full circle.
You're a DIY guy with those stunts.
Yeah, I'm pretty deadly. 9 movies, you learn a few things.
You learn a few things.
I mean, we always had to go to stunt driving school. We started by going to racing school 20 years ago. Paul Walker and I used to go to illegal streetcar races before we started filming.
Wow.
To kind of
research.
Just to research. That's right.
There are moments that separate us, but we always come back together.
We heard y'all needed a little love out here.
Before I knew what we had, I think it was really fun. Like being in the little Toretto cafe and serving tuna sandwiches. Yes.
Tuna on white, no crust, right?
I don't know, how is it?
And now that's like a landmark. Like people go and visit that place, and that's really cool to me.
That place is also known as Bob's Market and is located right here in LA on Bellevue Avenue. Universal really drove in the ticket sales on that one. If you like that pun, then you probably enjoyed Disney's summer sensation, Jungle Cruise, or as we like to call it, the Pungle Cruise.
I got you.
I feel about puns how we do about New Year's Eve, organized fun, and you have to be like, you know, it's like.
But if they're delivered properly,
that's right.
You crushed
that's
it.
the thing.
That's right.
You crushed the
Right?
delivery.
Absolutely.
It's all in the delivery.
That's right. You're in good company
Especially when
right
they're
here.
Yeah,
you're in good company.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good pun. Can it?
Good
pun.
company. Yeah.
Really?
I was this close.
Oh.
You want to turn back?
Nope, just getting started.
I have 4 words for you.
Okay.
Welcome
Dwayne
to the
Douglas
Pungle.
Johnson.
Oh! Look how happy he is.
Welcome to the Pungle.
Ah,
Yeah.
we got fun and games.
We got
That is
fun.
so good.
I know.
You can use it for a caption
Can
if
I?
you want.
By the way,
Yeah, of course.
he's going to use that soundbite.
Welcome to the Pungo.
No,
we got
we're
fun and
retiring it. We're retiring it. You're a bona fide movie star.
As
Okay?
a crowd,
You are Humphrey Bogart now.
Thank you
Okay?
very much.
Quit. You're gonna have a great career ahead of you. Okay?
full steam ahead. Our next film is in the Disney family, but a whole different universe. From The Rock to The Rings, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings made history and a whole lot of money.
The legacy of your family. You are your mother, and whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
One of the things I truly loved about the film was the key elements of home. I'd love to know, what's a family tradition that you will always cherish?
Great question. I think I love making dumplings with my parents. And when I say making dumplings with my parents, really they hate the dumplings that I make because they always say that I have very clumsy hands. for some reason I'm not doing it right. I feel like I'm doing everything that they're doing, but my parents make the best dumplings in the world, and they press their own dough. Like, it's such an incredible time and just so symbolic of family.
It's home.
It is home. It is home. Your earrings, I just want you to know that I caught that.
They're my rings.
The rings, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
They could be bracelets or
Very,
earrings.
very powerful and very sparkly. I like it.
Thank you for noticing.
For sure. You're about 8 short. I want to know where the other 8 rings
Yeah.
are, but
Yeah. I only budgeted for 2 rings.
ah, damn.
Hold on, everybody! Did you go to any archery classes at all?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, no, it's good. No, I did. I knew that was happening, but I really enjoyed archery.
How did you find me? I always know where my children are.
Seems like a nice fella.
The key elements of this film are home, family, tradition, honor. I would love to know one of your family's traditions that you grew up with that you will always hold in a special place in your heart.
I think just arguing over the holidays season.
Me too. Are we related?
Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah. I mean, does your family argue a lot in the holiday season?
That's our love language, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like when we don't argue, I'm just like, what's going on? And so it's everyone arguing is very peaceful to me.
Name? Bond. James Bond.
This year, we said hello to the box office again and goodbye to Daniel Craig as James Bond in No Time to Die. All right, boys, you definitely brought the heat this summer at the box office, but there's one scream queen and a different kind of mask that got us in gear for scary season. Halloween in Hollywood when we come back. Run! Go home now! But before the break, we asked, what movie brought you back to the box office? Here's what you said. Christian Turner raced to see F9. Chuck Harrison was all about Bond. Kristen Burt headed out for the Heights and couldn't wait for West Side Story. And Sean Kalpakov took his mini guy to Ghostbusters Afterlife. One of my favorite genres of film, horror.
I'm only interested in reality.
But I can see things that your people can't.
Lorraine? This is where it all began. The story of Candyman. Say his name.
We killed Michael.
No one told you. Michael Myers is alive.
Halloween Kills with Michael Myers made a killing at the box office. Michael! But he didn't slay alone. Well, literally he did, spoiler alert. But behind every strong and silent man, there's an even stronger scream queen. You down with JLC? Yeah, you know me. You guys have got the gore down, everything in a slasher horror movie down. Check, check, check. There's one thing missing though. Michael Myers, he needs a match. He needs someone. He's been riding on these streets solo for way too long. Even Chucky has a bride. So if we were going to find Michael Myers a match, play matchmaker with him, what characteristic would his partner need to have? I've gotten some crazy answers from the rest of your cast members.
A sense of humor. He's pretty serious, and I would hope for him to find someone funny.
Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything.
I will work on it and speak to the people in charge and make sure that happens.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Evil dies tonight.
The film brought in over $50 million for its opening weekend, and it was nice to have a different kind of scary on our minds. For a change. And now, the holidays. The Thanksgiving box office served us fashion and inspiration.
So tell me your names again.
I'm Venus. I'm Serena.
The film King Richard, which was based on the inspiring true story of tennis superstars Venus and Serena Williams, starring Will Smith as the title role.
Venus and Serena gonna shake up this world.
Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this.
Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll have a little bit of a love story in there, and then we've completed everything. For this. Maybe in the next one, we'll
and House of Gucci, starring Lady Gaga.
I come from an Italian-American family. Patrizia Gucci is an Italian woman. I'm not necessarily Italian, right? I'm Italian-American, so there's a huge difference, but family is everything to me. And my mother's seeing it, my father's seeing it, my sister. That means more to me than anything. You know, it's actually interesting. My father, he watched it and he said to me, I completely forgot it was you.
I subscribe to unconventional punishments.
And that means a lot coming from my dad, because for what it's worth, my Italian father, he doesn't lie.
Yeah,
so
I get that. Oh, yeah, definitely. And they look at you and they go, you did good, right?
Yeah, he goes, I didn't see my daughter.
Both films I anticipate will get some award season love. Disney also released its musical movie Encanto that month, and it broke box office records as the #1 animated movie of the year.
We want to write about a family, an intergenerational Latino family, which is what I grew up in. And so I pulled a lot from that. I pulled a lot from my own family experiences. I think in particular about Mirabel's older sisters. I have a sister who's 6 years older. My sister's tough. You get through that exterior and she is the sweetest, actually most sensitive member of our family.
I remember meeting your family for the first time and I said to them, can you guys adopt me just so I can say my name's Amanda Miranda, please? And now we're in December. No Way Home for the holidays.
There are others out there. We need to send them back.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please. For me, oh man, I think maybe for this film more than any other was I just got to be there more. I asked John, you know, because I really am interested in directing and wanting to learn. So I asked him if I could just come to set and watch him do his thing and ask him questions. And he was totally down with me doing that. So I was there a lot. I don't know. I learned so much. You know, I got to watch scenes kind of be built and the movie be put together and
you learn most from watching me though, right? Like the way I
absolutely.
work, my performance, my process.
Yes. The thespian.
Yeah, you came there really to take notes in my way.
I would love to see you as a director some days, Zendaya. I would love that. That would make.
I would love to work for you. That'd be great.
You'll have to audition, Tom. You'll have to send in a tape.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'd be like? I'd be like, can I go home?
Good luck getting a meeting.
Can you shoot me out so I can go home?
Tom Holland and Zendaya are back in Spider-Man No Way Home, and my spidey senses are telling me it will swing into a top spot. From slinging to singing, we had some end-of-the-year interviews that definitely hit a high note.
This is the entertainment capital of the world.
Buster Moon, you know, he's the backbone behind so much of the heart of Sing 2. What was the most fun about being Buster?
Trying to pull it all off. The show must go on. I must write checks that I don't know if I can cash. Gotta make promises that I don't know if I can keep. Have a whole lot of doubt, but if we keep believing all the way through the doubt, doggone it, maybe it'll happen. And it does.
I won't let you down, sir.
Better not, or I'll throw you off the roof.
I love your character so much, and I can't help but share this with you. I do want to call you Matthew McConaughey.
McCoala, she did that. That's even better than Singing in the Rain. That was an original one.
McConaughey.
McCoala.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I don't suppose any of you can tap dance, huh?
Through the ups and downs, people laughed, cried, and escaped back to the movie theater. Up next, coming attractions for 2022.
Who are you under there?
Thanks for going back to the box office with us. I'm Amanda Salas. Here are coming attractions for 2022.
This isn't funny, Amber.
When you like to play a game, Tara.
I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor. I'm vengeance. Black and blue and dead all over.
instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced. His exploits are legendary.